Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode. Keep dancing, Pedro. You can't. As soon as I start dancing, you stop.
No,
No,
you,
all
you
right.
you you destroyed it with your singing. Like
I did. I
yeah,
tried. I tried something new this week. I've been going
yeah,
with the death metal route the last few episodes. If you've
yeah.
noticed the heavy
You
growl.
tried. You tried. It
All
was
right.
good. It was good. It was good, James. It was good.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, buddy. Okay, everybody. No. Thank you for watching, tuning in. For episode 55, dude. We are. I mean, we're actually well over a year into doing the show at this point.
We're
But
stacking them numbers.
yeah, man, 55 episodes. We've actually done more. I've messed up the count a few times, and then there's been a few like off episodes that were like Ginge and Friends. But so we're actually probably closer to like 60 in the 60s somewhere. But good stuff, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Banana King Ricardo.
There you
Very
go.
well.
You see?
Very
It's a
Banana
night for
King
kings.
Ricardo.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. I'm assuming it's only a banana, just merely a fruit reference.
Exactly. Yeah. There's no innuendo here. This is a PG show, sir.
No, I was gonna say mine is because I have a small dick, King Richard the Short. That's why I went with mine. So I've seen if you could meet me halfway there, but
Play enough. No, we're not gonna like cross the streams. Like no, it's not that kind of show, sir.
All right. Well, I suppose without further ado here, we've got a fantastic artist on the show this week, buddy. And we've had a couple writers the last go around, and I think also he qualifies as a writer these days. I mean, I guess we're going to find out. I know him as the artist of Asile, written by Nasser Rabadi. You guys might know him from his YouTube show and his YouTube channel, Vic King. Let's bring him on out. Boom, Mr. King. Hail to the king.
Hey guys, hail to the chat.
Yo.
Hail to the panel. How is everybody doing today? Good?
We're doing great, man. Like I've been drawing, animating Storm. Life is good, man. Life is good.
Yeah. When you're making your own book, life is good, isn't it, Pedro?
Yeah, dude.
Yep. Yeah.
I like it. Yep. Very nice. So let's say hello to the chat real quick as we get started. We got Devil Flyer over there. He's got a channel. Yep, Shadowhawk's on that panel, if I remember correctly. Great guys over there too. Shadowhawk's super nice dude. Let's see. Of course, Pops is hanging out. How you doing, Pops? Thanks for having us. Cool gamer. You're very cool.
Hey,
you're a gamer.
Cool.
I like it.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, buddy. Just call me Hin. Hey. All right, Hin.
We will call you Hin.
Death Pusher. All right. I don't want any problems. Right. Yeah. Don't push it too hard on me. Push it wherever you want.
You want to be dead, don't you? Hey, maybe at some point we'll do.
Master Dan. Hello.
Hey,
Dan.
Dude.
Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming by. All right.
That's a beautiful soul right there.
Yeah, man. A great friend to the community. Past Master Dan, pretty much CG's mod. Wherever you find him, he's just out doing good work. So very nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Past Master is awesome. Yep.
So Vic, man, how's it going, brother? What you working on there? See you do.
Yeah. So this is one of the 8.5 by 11 sketch tier drawings that I'm doing for the campaign.
Awesome.
So we have the sketch tier. So I got a bunch to do for the sketch tier. Then we have the tier of Cathal, which comes with two 8.5 by 11 sketches. So I got a bunch of those to do as well. So just trying to get them all. If I have everything done, if I do these while I'm doing the art for the book, everything comes together. Then once it's solidified, it'll be a smooth transition.
I like it.
Very
a good kind of busy, right? Doing commissions.
Oh, it sure is, man. Sure is.
It's always a good problem.
Yeah, normally in this show we go first to like, dude, what's your artist journey? How it started? Like how you, what gets you, what made you get into this crazy? I don't want to say profession because it's a hobby for so long, and all of a sudden like, oh, I'm a professional. I don't know if that's your road, so please illuminate us, like how Vic King started in this crazy artist world.
Well, I mean, I grew up, looking at different artists like Jim Lee and George Perez and Walt Simonson, and I wanted to do that. I knew that's what I wanted to do. And then I kind of grew up a little bit. When I went to college, I decided I'd be a little bit more pretentious. I wanted to go in as a painting major. And so
Nice.
I went in as a painting major, and then I wound up, becoming a dad. So I had to leave college and get a real world job, and I kind of just let art slip away. I'd doodle here and there. I'd make birthday cards and stuff for people, but all together, I just came less and less part of my life. And then one day, my kid is, boom, he's 18. He's out of the house.
Nice.
And I'm a single dude, and I ain't got nothing to do. So I was just, getting on some social media stuff, and several years ago, and somebody was like, well, hey, they talk about comics a lot on Twitter. So, I started a Twitter account, and I found people talking about comics, and thankfully the people I found talking about comics were Comicsgate people. And, I found I had a lot in common with what they were saying about the state of comics, the exact same things that I was going through. And I noticed some of them were starting to do their own books and stuff. So I just started doing some fan arts. I was like, I'm going to pick up the pencil again. I'm going to give this, I'm going to try this out. And so I just started posting some of my fan arts, and people started liking my fan arts, and then the next thing I know, I got some people asking me for commissions, and people who have campaigns asking me to do trading cards or variant covers, or and then suddenly I started getting asked to draw comic books for people, and I was like, oh, okay. Asile, which you held up earlier, was my first printed book.
Oh,
man. It was an interesting project because it was German expressionism mixed into comic book art, and but it was a fun experience, and I look at it as being a success, for one, because it got, we got it published, got it printed, we got it delivered.
Exactly.
So since then, I've done Lightbringer. I've done, I think, a third of the art for Melvin 2 for Timothy Olsen. About 2/3 of a book called Artifice Reanimate from these guys from Australia called Core Comics.
Yeah, I know what one. Yeah,
very nice.
Yeah. I mean, we had a parting of ways on some issues, but 2/3 of the work is on that book is mine. And then I said, well, you know what? I'm just gonna pull the trigger, and I'm gonna do my own book. Exactly. And it's a character that I created. I told my chat during my live streams, because I live stream all the time. Yes. But I said, look, I'm going to create this book, and I want to do something that's reminiscent of Savage Sword of Conan.
Oh, dude. Sword and sorcery is it's a genre that's sorely missed. It hasn't been done. Like, everybody's always like looking back at Frazetta and like Death Dealer and all that stuff. But now you have like Andy Smith doing Gore Draft. You doing Beowar, like, dude, it's making a huge comeback, and it's quality work, man. Like, I've seen like what you're doing with Beowar, and it looks fantastic, man. So kudos.
Thank you. Yeah, and they're all like slightly different in different ways, right? Like, so like the Barton brothers have Kozor,
which is more horror.
And Kozor looks very much like something you'd expect out of like Tim Vigil, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
which is fantastic. I love that, and then you have Core Draft, which is Andy Smith's, and that looks really cool too,
Maybe you'd throw Dragon Rage in that mixture to some degree. I don't know if they're more higher fantasy, somewhat to some degree. I mean,
yeah, that still qualifies as sword and sorcery. Yeah, like I mean, it's high fantasy because like there's a lot of dragons in that book, but yeah, like I don't know, like to me it's one big pot of like fantasy. So yeah, like Dragon Rage can be there too.
But Beowar, I set up specifically to chase that dream of the old days, the glory of the old days of the Savage Sword Conan magazine.
Yeah.
So it's going to be printed magazine size, 60 pages. It's got a backup story of my next book, which is called Alazon, that I'm doing with Ali Sanguise.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I mean it's jam packed. It's action packed, beginning to end. Every chapter is a whole new bad guy that he has to fight.
Nice.
It's the character is on a quest. He's not just your brainless savage barbarian. He's like I wanted to mix the two together. I wanted it to be an ode to Conan and to like Sinbad.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, there's this first book is definitely have dropped you in the middle of a lot of action. So there's not a lot of background story that you're going to get about Beowulf's origins. This is just to get people really hooked. Nice. The next book is going to explain a lot because it's going to be more of a quest book. The next one, so you're going to get a lot more of that background story. But I just want to get people really hooked on everything.
Very cool. So you mentioned the book is 60 pages, right?
Yep.
Yeah. How far are you into the production of the book? That we can ask.
I would say so. I have layouts for 90% of the book. I have pencils on, like rough pencils on, I'd say close to 2/3 of the book. I got inks on some of the pages. I'm really now that I got it funded, I can really buckle down and get the art done.
Awesome, dude.
That 2 months that you're running a campaign trying to get funded, you have to stream all the time.
Yeah.
Here and there, you don't get a chance to get a lot of work done. But yeah, no, I'm definitely. I mean, I'm still going to be going on shows like this and still pushing Beowar. I still want to see Beowar grow, get more exposure, but I don't have that pressure that. I got it.
Dude, but at 90% layout, you're well on your way, man. So yeah, dude, keep grinding. Like, dude, your art looks awesome. Like, I've seen your streams. Like, I'm not a talker on streams that much because I'm actually like working myself. So I just like check and listen. But dude, your art is awesome. So dude, I'm really like looking forward to what you do, man.
Yeah. Let's say hello to the chat real quick. We got Shadowhawk flying in. Squawking in, dropping the link. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, buddy. Gable. So Gable here has a couple things to say. Vic, when did you first get addicted to ranch dressing and Snickers ice cream bars?
That's a hell of a combo. Some deep channel lore from my channel.
Very nice. Yes.
You don't want me describing that on this channel.
Nice. Gable, he also says, I was there for the genesis of Beowar. So could you, could you kind of dive into that a little bit? It was on a live stream. Were you guys just sort of riffing and it came about, or what happened?
So how I do my live streams is it's usually I just start out drawing and sometimes when I don't have anything specific that I have to draw, I'll just start drawing something out like this and I'll riff off from the chat. I'll say, all right, so what if we make it this kind of character? And then the chat will be like, yeah, but do this, make them like that, and so yeah, a lot of what was Beowar came from influence from the chat and them just letting me know that I was on the right path. you know, and there were some things that I changed because they said that wouldn't work, so I didn't do it, you know. So yeah, I mean, the way I look at it, and the way I kind of always approach things, this is the way I created Alizon too, which is the next book, and the backup story in this book is just if you bring, for me, the way I like to do it is I feel it's very rewarding for myself and for the people who follow me if I bring them into the creative process itself.
Yeah.
And so I'm drawing this book live on my channel. There's, you know, if you come by my channel, you're going to see a lot more of this book getting drawn live now that I'm settled and I can do it. But yeah, I mean, like this page right here, I drew that live. Drew it.
Yeah.
Okay, dude.
Dude, you know what I'm picking up that it's really caught my attention? Like normally in this kind of character, they always have like a beloved sword. This sword is beat out to shit, man.
It's done.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. It's like that. Like there could be, you know, there's always like emphasis on like the Atlantean sword or Anduril, the Flame of the West, or whatever. Like there's always like the swords are very important, but here it's like, nah, it's just a tool. You know, like I'm getting that vibe for just the way you're drawing it with the little nicks and whatnot. So I don't know, is that
deliberate?
Yeah, deliberate.
Yeah. For this issue, there is no magic sword. There's no it's just whatever he can find, whatever's laying around.
Very cool,
right?
Nice.
So he will get something more along that lines later on. But for now, it's just man against these Lovecraftian horrors that he has to face.
Very nice, bro.
So it's cool. Like it's his wits against unspeakable evil. I like it. And you see, like you can derive like that. That's the measure of a great artist, where he can tell you stuff like that with little details. Like, okay, look at the details on the sword. It looks beat the crap out. That means like it's not important. You know, those little details is like, okay, this is an artist that takes care of what he's doing. So yeah, man, like congrats, man. This looks amazing.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, dude, this is I mean, honestly, bro, like it's fucking legit. Like very, very, very good. This is as good as anything you'd want. I mean, this is beautiful right here. All the little detail on these like tentacle appendages.
Eldritch horror thing. Yeah.
And I'll just say this too, as far as the style went. And I've backed another one of Nasser's books as well, but the art, dude, really rocked in this book. Let me pull this up real quick, just to show off a little bit of it, if I can. So yeah, Vic, dude, you're a very good artist, man. Like this shit is, and also the cover, dude. That was like one of the things that caught me right away, was just how awesome this cover is. I'm a big Dracula fan. The various kinds.
Yeah. All right.
So,
cool.
Yeah, it goes perfect on the wall. So
awesome. Well, I can tell you that probably sometime by the end of next year, there will be an Asile too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We've got it planned for 4 books, me and Nasser. So,
all right. Yeah, rock and roll. Very nice. So, about how long was it been? Was it a year roughly in between Asile and this book?
Yeah, maybe a little bit more because, maybe a little bit more. Because once I was done with Asile, the whole time I was doing Asile, I was working on Artifice, which was a project that just kept stalling out. It never got the eyes that it should have, but it was a project that just kept stalling out for one reason or other. And so I had to find other work to do. So I wound up doing Asile, and then I wound up doing Lightbringer #1 with Dark Gift Comics and Liz Scopio. And then and that was almost a year ago now that I did the artwork for that. So, and that actually just got printed and fulfilled just a couple months ago. So
very nice, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean the only thing that is weird is how long some of this can take, right? I get like to consumers that can be frustrating, right? So I mean, I put on here, you have to be, especially if like you're doing everything yourself, which I am on this book.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give yourself like that cushion. So I put it out for delivery date of next September, right?
Okay.
Because that's basically when I started this campaign. But my goal, my personal goal is I want to have this finished and fulfilled early summer so that I can get right on to Alizon. Alizon, I'm going to be drawing that at the same time I'm finishing up the drawing of Beowar and putting Beowar together to bed. So Alizon will be further along, and that'll be faster. And so, because there's a lot of stuff that Vicious Ink Comics wants to be able to put out, you know.
I like it. Very nice.
Yeah, that's the thing. The more backing we get, the more time we'll have to work on stuff, and the quality will just go up and up and up, dude. And
right.
Yeah, dude, you're on your way, man. Like, I mean, we're small creators at this point. Like, we don't have access to like 6 figures, young lady, or 7 figures, you bitch. You know, like we're not there yet. But dude, it's just I don't know. We were having this conversation with somebody else. Like, this is a walking race. Like, we're not supposed to be running. Mm-hmm. We're supposed to be just like, dude, keep on putting out good work. Keep on keep the community aware of your existence. You know. Huh. Yeah, I need some context on this one. What about 5'9" and penis? Oh, you talking about your name? Okay.
Yeah, but Pops had to bring that up. We'd already gotten past that point in the chat.
Yeah.
But Pops felt the need to bring that up.
Yeah, dude, and I wasn't.
Shout out to Pops. No, but we also have Amanda B popping in. Let me pull her up.
Hail, Amanda B.
She didn't get the reference. And it was originally her asking how short I was, which I am just 5'9". It's kind of a thing for me. Like, I do wish I was taller, but we don't need to go down that road today. I've done that about 3 or 4 times on this show.
Yeah, but the thing is, do you wish you were a baller?
Mm-hmm.
Shot caller? Sure. We could do the whole tune. I don't know Ginge enough to make a joke about his penis, but there's a joke there. No, that is the joke. That is the joke. I made fun of it already. We just have fun here. Just having fun. Okay, enough of talking about cock of anybody's,
enough
it really doesn't matter who it's attached to at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. So Vic, tell us, you were primarily an artist growing up and traditionally, and this is the first book that you've wrote for yourself. Could you talk a little bit about your scripting process? Do you start out with a script traditionally, or do you just envision and go straight to thumbnails? Or
so what I did was I wrote out like a treatment, like you would for like a pitch in a movie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have not dialogued the story yet, so I'm just basically I've got from the treatment I've got the whole story laid out in different kind of chapters. And I'm tackling each one individually. So I got whatever is hitting me the most that day when I sit down to do a Beowar page. I sit there and I think about what part of the story is really that am I feeling. So that way I'm giving the best artwork to that part of the story, so that I can keep up that intensity all the way through the book,
Right. Absolutely.
And so obviously, if you're when you're an artist, if you're energized about what you're drawing, it's going to be the best, So if you're not feeling part of some part of the story, just work on another part. I'm also a bit ADHD, so I start drawing something. I get to a point, and then I will run into a roadblock or something on the page, and the only thing that fixes it for me is to go and start something else, right? So I go and I'll pull up start working on another page, and while I'm working on that new page, I will often get the answer to what it was the roadblock on the other page. So That's just kind of the way that I work. Now, I know not everybody works that way.
No, but it's a good thing that we grabbed our shortcomings, like your ADHD. Like I'm autistic in the sense that I need to see the story like unfold before me. So I work completely different from you. Like I go page 1, page 2, and I don't know. Like I've developed like that's the way I work. Like Ginge can tell you. Like we're already working what this is our second book. And yeah, like I'm
a short story
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've got a similar sort of thing too for me. As a writer, like I'll think of something ahead of time, like just something that I know is coming up in the script, even if it's like 10 or so pages out. But like you just get that it's an intensity, an excitement you get in your chest, and you just get really excited. I'm like, it's either sometimes when it's lettering, if it's a page I'm really looking forward to, or if it's just something that I'm going to be excited about writing. That knowing I'm getting to it is like sometimes like that just helps keep the train a moving for me. Sometimes it's like I got to get there if I want to write it, but that's just me.
Yeah, the thing is like whatever you need to do to get the job done, So
yeah, absolutely.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So, dude, I mean, honestly, this is some just I'm honestly impressed considering you said you took what sounded like a good amount of time off. I mean, that's one of the most shocking things about this, because this is fucking fantastic, dude.
Well, my philosophy since I started doing stuff is every day I sit down and I draw, and the goal is to draw a little bit better than I did the day before, and basically it's just I'm very blessed. I got it keeps growing, but I'm amazed that when you get a dozen or more people that come and watch you draw every single day, overnight, for hours, and they stay for hours. Because I stream like 9 hours at a time. They'll stay for the whole time to watch me draw. That's very humbling, and so that's what I mean. I want to make sure that I'm giving them the best, and that's the same for the people who back this book. This is my dream, So of course I'm going to give them the best. These are the people that believed in what I was doing and helping me put a book out. So I'm absolutely going to give them the best that I can do, and yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I have another question for you real quick. I'm just curious. Could you talk a little bit about your sort of artistic influences? I feel like there's a little bit of maybe like some Jack Kirby stuff and some of the shapes, like around the there's a jawline I saw that had that almost like classic Alex Toth. Am I pronouncing that last name correctly?
Alex Toth, yeah.
Yeah, but can you talk a little bit about your influences?
Yeah, I mean, for this book, I am drawing on like some of my older influences, like obviously the guys that did Savage Sword. So you got your John Buscema, you got your Ernie Chan. So I'm definitely pulling on those guys heavily. George Perez is always a stable influence on my art.
It's metal.
There's Walter Simonson.
Love all the blacks
in a lot of my I guess in more in the storytelling than the art itself, but more in the layout. I feel like I pull from Walter Simonson a bit, and yeah, just everybody. I mean, there's so many people. I mean, one of the things I love, if you go down to the very bottom of the page, was like the very first piece I did for Bay of War was the Savage trading card, and this piece right here, and this is from the first part of the book, the first chapter of the book. He's a pit fighter, and he has to face off against this saber-toothed tiger type cat, and this gladiator, and for this I was like inspired by She's a bunch of people. I would say the first one that came to mind was like at this point I was thinking about Conan. I was thinking about the different Conans that I really loved, and I really loved Barry Windsor Smith's Conan.
Yeah, dude.
You know, and so this was a bit of Barry Windsor Smith influence in the air, and some John Buscema, some modern.
I love this foot, man.
Yeah, dude. And that's the thing. Like, dude, if you're doing a bad guy in a sword and sorcery book, he needs to have a menagerie of animals. Please don't forget that. That's the thing. There's always like a pet snake or a pet cobra or a pet tiger or something.
Yeah, definitely. So basically, in this book, Beowulf starts out as the first chapter is him fighting in this pit fight, and they see him. He's watched by this prince, who decides to hire him to go and travel to his land and go and fight in his fighting pits, right? Mm-hmm. For the entertainment of his people. So Beowulf in the second chapter heads out by sea to go to this strange land, and he is attacked by a group of what I call mer lady assassins.
And,
alrighty, I'm on board.
I'm aroused already.
After being devoted and brought under the sea, he finds having defeated them, he finds a what do they call those, underwater caves, and that's where he encounters the sacrificial virgins that are put out for the sea demon named Cathal.
Okay.
And so he does what a barbarian Sinbad character would do, and he gets with them all.
He bones them. Yes.
And in the middle of the night, along comes the sea demon, who was supposed to that's what they were, the sacrifice was for, was that for them to breed with the sea demon.
Oh, he spoiled the sacrifice. Wow.
He flowered them. Oh my.
Yeah, he cucked the sea demon, so the sea demon's not happy.
Yeah,
so there's a huge fight. There's a huge fight that I'm going to be drawing in this next week or so.
This dialogue, writing this dialogue is going to be so much fun, man.
And so yeah, and I can tell you how that goes, but however it goes with that fight, the mutant, half human, half sea demon children of Cathal aren't happy with Beowulf, so he's got to fight this army of 1,000 of them. Well, it turns out that this army of 1,000 mutant sea demon half breeds belong to the prince that hired Beowulf to come and fight in his lands, and so there's a bit of conflict with the prince at the end of the book, and that's really, like, that's as basic as I could break down the whole adventure without giving away all the great stuff that happens.
So basically, what I'm understanding is he gets in trouble because of his dick.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. As any good, proper, self-insert
hot-blooded
character could be.
Yeah, exactly. Like any hot-blooded male, his dick gets him in trouble, and then like he has to use his brains to get out. Love it.
Yeah, it is also true.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, definitely love it. And now I definitely see the connection here with this Cathal. So is that a creature you created entirely, or is he already like an established Cthulhu? God, I know there's quite a lot.
No, definitely an original creation, but it is a nod. It's a nod to Cthulhu.
Okay.
It is a nod to Lovecraft. Even the half-breed mutant soldiers, they're all nods to Lovecraft. The people of Arkham, I mean,
very nice. Okay, right on, bro. Love it, dude. This is a lot of fun. Definitely, it's got the high tea masculine adventure where you go in and you save the day and you cut the monster up and you get the ladies. I mean,
but there's like space for hilarity, which is something I appreciate in my books. You know, like the whole thing, like he comes in and just like deflowers all the virgins ready for sacrifice. Like I'm just like picturing that whole scene. It's funny stuff within the action, you know. So it's really cool. Okay, so this character here holding the hearts.
That's Alizon the Bloodletter. That's the backup character in the book, and then the next she's gonna be the one to have her own book next. She's a barbarian too, but she is set in the same world as Beowulf, but she's an entirely different type. She's definitely more along the lines of horror, sword and sorcery. Very, very heavy on the horror. She gets possessed by the blood goddess, who we call the Blood Crone, and she goes from being just a savage, capable warrior on her own to this just insane killing machine.
Yeah, like her holding the hearts reminds me of an old girlfriend. So, yeah,
we do have a question for you, Vic, in the chat here. James asks, "Is it 5 pages or 8 for Alizon?"
It's because I started laying out more of the pages, and it looks like it's going to be 8 pages for Alizon.
Nice.
So the book might actually wind up being longer than 60 pages, but I knew that I had at least 60 pages of work to put in there. So it might actually wind up being a little bit bigger, which wouldn't be bad. With it being magazine size, it would actually be okay. Filling it out a bit.
Very nice. Okay, sweet. Yes, I forgot that it was magazine size, so that's interesting. Very nice. It's been a long while since I've got my hands on a magazine, but there seems to be a resurgence of zines, or just magazines in general. Like that was a thing for me. It was pretty big as a kid. Like you go to the grocery store with your mom, but I would just walk my ass over to the magazine aisle and read video game nonsense.
Right.
All right. We got Devil Flyer flying into the chat. Thank you, buddy, for coming by.
Hail, Rick.
Right on. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your YouTube channel. You definitely are streaming away. Is it how do you like it? I mean, you must enjoy it. Is there some secrets to the longevity with doing a longer stream like yours, or
insanity? I think is one. That's one key. You really, if I had to give anybody any advice, is really kind of get to know your chat. Let them tell you, let them inform you what they like for content. Sometimes my chat is very content just watching me draw with just by myself. One of the things I've done though that the chat does seem to like is we'll drop the link, StreamYard link into the chat, and I will bring on people, not just other creators. But I'll bring on other creators and artists and writers and stuff. But I'll bring people in from the chat. Let them come up and have a chance to hang out and talk and chill, and then I'll draw while everybody's talking and chilling. Once it gets like if we're really into a heated, engaged conversation, sometimes it can get a little heated on my channel, and you got a heated debate going. Spirited fun.
Right. Yeah, it's not a bad thing though.
Yeah,
just being engaged
here and there. Yeah.
All right, so we got some chat over here going on. Vic's chat is one of the more infamous places to hang out with crazy diehards in Comicsgate.
It's true.
I like it.
We got I wound up getting a bunch of people that are just known for being primarily trolls, right?
All right. For a moment I thought you were going to say problematic.
Some of them problematic. Some of them were problematic for people, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But here's the thing: like you just you treat everybody the same, like until they cause a problem. Treat everybody the same, and like I got Job of the Creator. He comes by he comes by a lot. Ooh, hold on, guys.
Absolutely. Yep, we got some. I'm pretty sure we got a lot of definitely a lot of new faces in the chat today that I have to assume are Vic's gang.
Vic's
so
tribe,
we thank you all for coming on by and hanging out. You guys are a lot of fun. Vic, talk about the slummies. I'm not sure what that means, but some sexy mummies, maybe.
The slummies sounds very sexual.
Sexy mummies.
So what we're going to do, one of the things that we're going to do with my channel for fun is how they just had the CG Awards, right?
Yeah.
And so there's like a whole direction of calling the creators that got the smaller campaigns, the CG slums, right?
Yeah, like us.
And so in the course of embracing that, right, we're gonna hold some CG awards that if you were an industry pro at one point in time, you can't enter these, and so we're gonna call them the slummies.
I like it.
Nice.
And so it's gonna be an award show. I'm not bad mouthing the awards, man.
Yeah.
What a man to be.
But no, it's gonna be something for
the peasant, basically.
For the people that don't get recognized.
Yeah.
For the people that aren't right there for they're not at that level for the recognition yet. They don't have 20,000 or 100,000 viewer audience, sub audience,
Yeah. Oh, it is really nice, honestly. I can dig it, just because it's not like you're still an awards show, so it's not like just because the name is the slummies, it's not like implying that the books are bad. It's just it's for the smaller creators that don't have
I don't know, like
20 years of experience.
If I hear the slummies, I know there's a better after party. So I'm all
right. Yeah. We're the bad boys.
Exactly.
The bad boys of CG, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have not just the categories for the books, the artists, the writers, letterers, colorists, things like that. But we're also gonna have awards for the chat members, right? And for the YouTube streams and for like the review shows and stuff like that. So we're just going to try and just maybe give better representation to people that weren't necessarily represented in the other awards.
Yeah, but let's be a little bit more inclusive. Sorry, I'm sorry. No, we're not going to be inclusive. I'm not about that.
When is the show? Have you started working that out, or is this just in the works or the beginning?
It's in the very infancy. I just came up with the idea this past week. I'm going to put together a DM group and just start adding certain people. So if anybody's interested in being part of like the committee to help put it together, just let me know. You can let me know in a DM. And that's for anybody that's in the chat or.
Dude, I have an idea. I have an idea for a project, but it's very, very. I don't know. Like we could ruffle some feathers, but that's something that I'm planning to do, and it involves some people in the community. Because I don't know. Like I really hate when people accuse the CG community as being like racist, sexist, whatever. So I want to do like a token show. And I already spoke with Hex Allen, and I just want to do a census of all the minorities in CG, and just do a show like that. And maybe we can do something with the slummies. I don't know. I'm connecting dots here, but only if you want to take that risk.
Do gingers count as a minority for you, Pedro?
What's
let me
that?
sort of. I'm gonna do the
Gingers are a minority, gents. You're in.
Okay, I'm in. All right.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so all right. Well, the slummies sound very cool, man, and
Yeah,
hats
dude.
off to you for that. But okay, very nice. So,
dude, look at that. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
I was appreciating that.
That's our stretch goal. So if
Nice.
when we hit 7K, everybody will get this trading card done by John Dillard. Newtons of Alizon and Knox. For mini.
Very nice.
Sorry, I got a dogfight.
Mastodon.
Yeah, that is killer. That is a mean looking mastodon. I mean, obviously there's a large set of breasts here, but aside from those things, like this is
there's a mastodon in that picture.
The whole thing's incredible.
Yeah, dude, there's a mastodon in that picture. I only see tits. Loving this.
I feel like we have to behave because Amanda's in the chat. I don't want to.
Oh, Amanda knows.
Okay. It's all good.
I'm being very respectful to the breasts.
All right, so actually, we didn't even hit the trailer. Let me, if you don't mind, Vic, I'm gonna go ahead and kick that off.
Absolutely.
Let me mute.
We will march into the night. Let the fear sink in their eyes. We will roar our battle cries. The oath we shall carry strong. Rally up the swords and shields. Fight into the bloodiest fields. For the honor high decree. The heavens is on our side. We will march into the night. Let the fear sink in their eyes. We will roar our battle cries. The oath we shall carry strong.
Fuck yeah, man.
Pretty metal, huh?
Dude.
Who
did it?
The video was put together by Dark Gift. He did the guitar stuff in the middle. Okay. The front end and the back end was part of a song done by a Viking metal artist, an indie musician named Peyton Parrish. And I put the link for his YouTube at the bottom of my campaign. And he's awesome. So I encourage everybody to give him a chance and check out some of his stuff. He's got a song. There were two songs I wanted to use for this. This one was an a cappella song called Battle Cries. The other one was Valhalla Calling. But that song is actually being used by Assassin's Creed for their Vikings game. So
nice.
Yeah. So I mean, he's extremely talented, and he was very gracious. He was like, "Yeah, you can." Because I reached out to him. I was like, "Can I use one of your pieces in the trailer for my video? For my campaign?" He thought it was a great idea. He was like, "Yeah, that's metal, dude. Do it." I was like, "Awesome, bro."
Yeah,
Dude,
it
that's
definitely
right.
fits the tone of the piece and
Mhm.
overlaying like the fire in the background. Yeah, very atmospherical, I believe is the word.
It's a little bit long. People have been saying that you should have like a minute. Ours was 2 minutes, but
Mhm.
I felt it was. I feel it was entertaining. So I was happy with what Dark Gift did. I definitely
Yeah,
loved it.
Yeah, dude.
absolutely.
Like people say like trailers should be like a minute top, but dude, if it's entertaining, it doesn't really matter. Like just don't go over like 4 minutes or 5 minutes and have like the
Or do
creators
like
that are like,
do you remember Zach did for like what was it, Iron Sight, for the first Iron
yeah,
Sight? He did a 20-minute discussion stream where he's just like looking out. I think he was living near the desert at that time, so he's like sitting out on like his balcony, looking out to like all this like very blah, sun bleached sagebrush and stuff. It was pretty funny.
Right on. Okay, so we've
Sa-
got
Zach is the Ramble King, man.
Phantasmagorical.
Hey Fanta,
Yep. So what's up
Greg.
to the chat? We got some friends. Phantasmagorical. Greg Levitre. What's up, Greggy and Greg? We got, let's see, Lorenzo Sleestack. Hey, buddy. A very fun
Hey
name.
Lorenzo.
Very alien sounding, and it does also happen to be his thing, so works out.
Yeah, I gotta put some order in my dog's life. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Do Panamanians turn dogs into food, like Chinese food, or is that?
Let's not go there.
I guess we'll have to ask Pedro when he gets back. Okay, so we've got Vic. We usually do keep this at like an hour, and also there's another show that comes up right after this, the CG horror show with Brian and the gang over there. So let's talk perks, buddy. We'll start right up here at the top with your feature tier.
So we got the feature tier is the tier of Cathal, right? So this is kind of like an all-in. The only thing that's not included in this are the T-shirts. But you get so we have 3 covers for the book. We got that first cover. We've got the Ale and Tail variant cover.
Hello.
And we got a Peter Palmiotti inked variant, which as soon as I get it colored, I'm going to put the artwork up for it, or you can order it ahead of time. But on this tier, the tier Cathal, you get all 3 of those covers. You get both of the wall tapestries. They're silk printed wall tapestries. The main cover one is done in blacklight. The Savage Trading Pit card tapestry is not, because the colors don't really work for blacklight. But what else you get? You get the Beowar patch and all of the trading cards that come with the campaign. And I am going to be releasing in the next week. I'm going to be releasing and adding on the playable trading card set.
Nice.
So it's a really good value.
Very cool. Yeah. So are you creating the card system, or is this is it going to be like on the back of your regular style card, or is this an all new thing?
Yeah, it's going to be character cards, right? So it's going to be, each card's going to have character art, and then on the back we're going to have, I got people working with me. We're going to have Pathfinder stats, and we're going to have RuneQuest stats, and possibly one other gaming system stats. Somebody was talking to me about. I just don't know how it would work with. What is that card game? Magic the Gathering.
Magic.
So, but somebody was saying that they could, so they're going to look into it for me. But we're at least going to have the Pathfinder and the RuneQuest stats.
Very nice. Yeah,
guys, can you guys still hear the dogs?
Not as nowhere near as loud.
I can't hear them over my neighbor's bass. So
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
There's a guy. Dude,
Yeah.
there's some asshole hunting for night mangoes, and he's rallying up the dogs. It's like a shirtless dude in the middle of the street trying to grab some mangoes by night. God
No,
damn, I
that
hate
bass
that.
player though, I thought that was like somebody in my neighborhood for some reason, which it wouldn't have been, but it's really coming through very well through the headphones because it really sounds like it's right outside my door. I'm like this dude is fucking shredding, but it's like, man, how
yeah,
close is he to my house right now?
they're 2 doors down from me.
All good, rock and roll.
So
Okay, so very nice featured tier, bro. Definitely a solid amount of everything you'd get for the price, including a
right.
fantastic story. So very, very much value forward to the backer. So then we've got the basic tier, right? $25 here. Okay. And here's the t-shirt.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yep. We got 2 T-shirts. We got the front and back cover. That drawing of the Alizon blood crone is the back cover to the book. So
Right.
you can get the front and the back cover on T-shirts. So
Nice. Okay. I like it.
and they're $25 a piece. We also have a tier that's got both of them for $40. So you save $10.
There you go. There you go again, you. Looking out for the backer. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ale and tail variant. Yes, I can't believe we didn't actually talk about this briefly. Real quick, where is that? There we go. Oh man, he can draw some tail and also some ale.
Yeah.
It seems. Very nice.
Yeah, he's getting led down an alleyway by some maybe
Social workers.
women. Yeah, social workers.
Yeah.
And
Good work there.
he's about to get jumped.
Nice.
And they're about to have a bad night.
All right. So then we've got the Peter Palmiotti inked variant. Okay,
Oh,
so
nice.
Right. And for those of you that don't know Peter Palmiotti is a industry inker who has worked for Marvel and DC. And he's a great addition to the community. He's got his own YouTube channel. He's definitely putting stuff out there. He used to do inks for his brother. You must all know his other brother,
Right.
Palmiotti.
right.
So yeah, I mean, fantastic. So I can't wait to get the art
absolutely.
for that one. It's not up yet though, but that came late in the campaign. They came my way late in the campaign. So
Still nice though. It's like just a little cherry on top. It's like, oh, this is
Yeah.
okay. So here's the blacklight cover, right? The tapestry. Kick-ass.
tapestry, right? And these are 24 by 32 inch tapestries. So they're like they're 2 foot by 3 foot basically. They're not small tapestries. So and the front cover one is blacklight sensitive, so that'll really shine in the black light. The second one, the colors schemes, it wouldn't really work with black light, so it's just a silk tapestry, but still will look. When these are printed, they look amazing because they're printed on silk.
Oh yeah,
very glossy silk.
Yeah, I imagine the more brighter elements down here on that silk is just going to come through really nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna glow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right on, bro. Yep. And here's the shirts. Okay, sweet. Oops, knocked over my empty Red Bull. Apologize. All right, and then Beowar 2-book tier. Okay, very nice. So 2. Okay. And the sketch tier. Okay, people hitting you up for that. We did have somebody in the chat. Who was it talking about commissioning you to draw a neck?
To draw a neck.
Yeah. What he said. Here we go. Just call me Hen says I may have to commission Vic to draw a neck.
A deck.
A deck.
I don't know. If you get commissioned to draw a neck, I mean, if the money's good.
I'll draw pretty much anything, almost anything.
Yeah.
I do have limits. I do have lines, but sure. Yeah, the sketch tier is a great deal. It's $75. You get a signed copy of the book, plus your 8.5 by 11 frameable piece of art.
Nice.
Right. And then I don't do just simple sketches. I do full out nice inked pieces that like you would find in the book itself. So definitely a nice piece of frameable art that you can hang on your wall.
Nice.
Right on, dude. Love that. Love that. Okay, so then we've got original art pages. Okay, very nice.
Oh,
hey, you've even sold some, bro. Congratulations. What is that?
Yep.
What's that feeling like selling? Are you doing
Original
them on like regular comic size pages? Like,
Yeah, 11 by 17. Yeah.
right on. Sweet.
Yeah, it feels great, man. When people buy your original artwork, it's fantastic.
I imagine one of the fun parts about being a comic artist and writer, or at least the creator, is just having if you're doing it all physical, is just having like basically the book in your hand, just drawn, like, but it's the original copies.
Yeah. That is pretty wild. When you got it all together, you've already got it scanned, but you got the whole book in your hand. You know,
dude, that guy's playing Cemetery Gates by Pantera.
Yeah.
Ah, dang.
Yeah. All right. And let's say hello to the chat real quick. We are getting ready to wrap this up here because it's I feel the bell tolling for thee if we run too much longer. Pops comes and whisks me off to this mortal coil, as they say. We got Joseph Dredd in the chat. I want to thank him for subscribing specifically. I saw that, buddy. I really appreciate that.
Awesome.
Hail Joseph.
Yeah. Joseph Dredd. Has he retired at this point? I assume Judge Dredd at that point. He's chill. And now he's like I don't kill anybody anymore.
Just call me Joseph.
Just call me Joseph.
It's like his son's taking over the business. It's like we got Andy A in the chat. Hey Andy, thanks for coming by, buddy. Very nice. Okay, so let's see. What else do we have here? Get drawn into the book. All right. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 people claim that. So 2 people getting drawn into the book, and I set it up at a really really kind of a cheap way. You know, a lot of draw-in tiers are like $500 or $1,000. Like, no, I'm gonna make it accessible. $200. They get drawn into the book. They could choose what kind of character they want to be. I give them like the selection, but from that selection they can choose, and they get along with that they get a signed copy of the book.
Right on, dude. That is awesome. Very nice. Yes, and I'm right there with you. Actually, we have discussed. Yeah, I'm really jamming to Cemetery Gates right now. This dude's
dude.
But no, Pedro and I discussed that doing that on some campaigns in the future, a draw-in tier. Yeah. And I'm with you in terms of like pricing it. It's something that people can afford. You know, you can put as many as you like, but it's like it's nice if not only if they sell, but it's easier if they are at a price that $500 is a lot to ask. I'd say, in my opinion, but if it's for a book you really want to be in, but
at our level, I think it is. That's why I'm like, 200 is fair. 200 is fair.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, dude.
But, I mean, it's really 175 because you're getting a copy of the book. So
yeah.
Right. Very nice. I like
Dude,
it.
I have the problem with selling original art because since I'm abroad, like shipping stuff from where I'm at to Panama is like $100, whatever I do. So yeah, dude, like I have to sell like 10 so I can sell the 10 to Ginge like in one soup. So yeah, that was a big problem in the last campaign. Like we just couldn't do it. But yeah, dude, selling original art is awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so we've got the
Ale and Tail variant cover art. That's still available.
Very nice.
And we did sell out the original art for the cover, the line work art for the cover.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not surprised, man, because that is that's a hell of a piece. I'd love to. Whoever got a hold of that, I hope they post a picture of it when it's on their wall, because I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
See that.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, bro. So that is Beowar, everybody. Man, a beautifully drawn project. You can really see the amount of time and effort and detail. This is as legit of a book in terms of art as you'd want in a professional quote unquote setting. You know what I mean? Like, this is really a great project, bro. Thank you so much for coming on, Vic.
I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me on, guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
It was awesome, man. The doors are open whenever you want to come back in. Just let us know, man. This is
sweet. I had a great
awesome.
time. Yeah, this was very cool.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. We're gonna bump you to the back real quick, and we'll be right there with you if you have a moment. I'm just gonna round her off. All righty. So, Pedro, great show, man. Nice job, pal. Got your little golfer hat on. I like it. You getting ready to? I don't know what you do in those kind of hats, but you're gonna be doing something.
Oh,
washing
after
balls,
the show, I'm only keeping the hat on. After the show, I'm just keeping the hat on. That's.
I see. Okay, fair enough. All right, Gable, my new homeboy over here. Ginge gets a 10 out of 10. Hooray! Vic gets a 3 out of 10. I'm sorry.
And
Vic,
I get
I'll give
nothing.
you some of my
I
points,
get it.
buddy.
I get it.
We'll split it.
Yeah.
We got Neo Star. Hey, Stefan, I see you there, buddy. Phantasmagorical. Just call me Hen. Hen, thank you so much for coming. Joseph, I appreciate you, sir. I hope you're out there protecting and serving. Everybody else that came by, Andy. Hey, Andy. James. Anybody else that I may have missed? Lorenzo, Greg, the gang, Amanda B, of course.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you would be kind enough to hit subscribe, we'd definitely appreciate it. We've got a new creator coming on next week, a gentleman named James Walton. And then let's see. The following week, we've got Mike Barron coming on, followed by Ali Sanguis next week. So,
and remember, guys, spread the word. Tropical Magic's Second Chance campaign up on Kickstarter this time. Let's take this book for a spin.
Yes, we are coming to Kickstarter in December, so keep your eyes peeled for that, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got some Kickstarter exclusives coming out for that, so and along with the Art T Bear, you're literally your last chance to get a hold of this Art T Bear variant cover for Tropical Magics. I only have this and one other copy, so that's it. And I think Pedro, your bundle only came with 2 left, so that's it as far as like. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
Hey. It's an exclusive item. What can we say?
Yeah, but check us out in December, and guys, check us out next Tuesday at 6 p.m. CST, and we appreciate your time. So peace.
Take care.
Have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving.